Good morning, YouTube. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Let's jump into this out of the box thinking real quick. Real quick. Man, I got something. And I pray that things be ticking in the right way and not misunderstood as me looking down or talking down on nobody. This out of the box thinking is like living in a cave as a child and being brought up in that cave to think a certain way. This is society. Parents do the best that they can do to bring you up to think a certain type of way. But at the end of the day, society takes a hold of your mind and gets you and makes you think the way they think. And in this society, in this cave, they're telling you, they're force feeding you a projection of life on how you should live your life, what you should do, how you should dress, who you should hang around in certain areas. So as we come to understand that in this cave it's only based off of their opinions, and we get this one person that veers off into reality out of the norm of society, of what they have been taught, and they get to thinking for themselves. This analogy comes from Plato's cave, some philosophy. I'm going to use me for an example. I grew up in Chicago, the Inglewood area, and a lot of parts of the Chatham area. As I come into the military, I get to coming across so many different people from all different parts of walk that I actually never thought I'd come across. I'm being taught these different things on what I should do and how I should do it and when should I do it. And then I get to forming my own opinion about my life as I come out of Chicago, because in Chicago we're only taught to communicate with one type of people, and that's the people that think and act like us. And I come to understand that's not always true. That's not always true. In Chicago, everybody's on that move. I got to make this dollar. I ain't got time to sit back and think about my future. I got these kids to feed. I got this wife right here, And that's needed. It is needed. As soon as you get out of school, you got to go straight into work. This is what you got to do. You got to get out of my house and you got to go to work. I was never told that. I was always told you have to figure out what's best for you. What's best for you. You can't be somebody for somebody else. I was always told that. Who are you? So, and that kind of gave me a push as I went to fight for my bachelor's degree. Because, as I was going through my bachelor's degree, I was told that they didn't think I was going to graduate college. I was told that a couple of times. Mr. Hayden, are you sure you don't want to pick up a trade? Are you sure? Your grades, Mr. Hayden. And then, I'm sitting there just looking at them like they stupid. That's the only way I could look at them. Like, okay. Because there was no way in hell I was going to sit back and accept their truth as my truth. This is my life. These are the things that I need to do to become the person that I need to be. Regardless if I get 1, 2, or 3 Fs, I'm going to retake that class. It's not going to defeat me because this is something that I'm going to set my mind to. You know, there's a saying that people put out there, school's not for everybody, and that's true. That is true. It damn sure wasn't for me. Let's get that right. I'm dyslexic. It damn sure wasn't for me. But it was something that had to be accomplished. I hated every minute of it, but loved it because it helped me grow. Because I was outside of my element. Being outside my element helped me grow. Helped me become the person that I am. And as I get outside of my element, I stop going by what people and how people are telling me I should live my life. I never got by in life by somebody telling me this is what you should do because they don't think I can achieve A, B, or C. Guess what? Where's a will, there's a way. If you have a push in you, you can do it. It wasn't easy. Don't get me wrong. Coming outside of the norm is not easy. There was times that I couldn't even pay my bills. Believe me. That's a fight that nobody wants to deal. That's a worry that nobody wants on their shoulders. And I understand that. But guess what? If it's God's plan, hey, you roll with it. If it's for the betterment of your life, things will come out on top. Sometimes you have to go through those struggles in order to help you become a different person. There's always a fight within yourself. You just got to come outside of that box. Come outside of that box and think for yourself. We all have a push, people. We all do. And I challenge each and every individual that's listening to this video to come outside of that box. Come outside of that cave. Whether it be in your job, whether it be in future endeavors, creating a business, or in your marriage. Because a lot of times in the marriage, we don't think outside the box. We think about self. And self can't help self in the marriage. That's a whole nother video. I challenge you to get outside of that box and think different about things. Get outside of the norm of what you have been doing every day or thinking every day. The light is shining and it's bright. Hey, get up and tell yourself that you're going to do great things today. Tell yourself that. Allow yourself to grow. This is the 2. Late.